Welcome to Papa's Pantry.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Papa's Pantry. We took a week off last week, but here we are Sunday afternoon, and we are back in the kitchen working on some great recipes, again, for simple, delicious, easy to make dishes. Really excited tonight that we have a special guest joining us. This is my daughter, Natasha, and the reason we did Papa's Pantry. Natasha is rooming on campus in an apartment in Miami. 3 awesome roommates, Coco, Greta, and Sophia. Hey guys, this is for you. So this evening we're going to stay in the vegetable family. And what I often find is people really focus on entrees or main dishes, but they don't have tasty, delicious vegetables to accompany those meals. So today we're going to focus on 2 very simple, quick dishes. The first, sauteed beans.
Beans, good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the better you feel. So eat your beans at every meal.
I have some yellow beans here, and essentially all I'm doing, I am trimming them by cutting off the ends. Here I have my saute pan. You can see it's coated with olive oil. Excuse me one second. I have crushed some garlic, and again, just to show you the technique, we take a garlic clove, flat knife, and just flatten it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put the beans in the saute pan. Come over here, put them on the stove. Going to turn our stove on to medium heat. You don't want it too high. You can even go medium low. And now we're going to season them. I have my salt and my pepper. We'll bring them over. A few grindings of pepper. Pinch of salt. Going to take a spoon and just mix it up, and we are going to saute those. We don't want them to get mushy, but we want them to soften. It will probably be about 10 minutes if you have it over medium heat. Now, you might ask, let's go back to our workstation. How should we dress the beans? How should we give them some enhanced flavor? So what I'm going to show you is a very simple and quick delicious dressing that you can use for the green beans. I have a 1/4 cup. Going to do a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Just pour it into a bowl. Next, a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. I recommend balsamic over red wine. I think it has a more elegant taste and flavor to it. And then an ingredient many people don't think of, Dijon mustard. It really helps to dress up a bean salad. So I'm just gonna put a simple squirt in there. Take my whisk, and basically I'm just going to whisk this until it forms into a mixed dressing. Don't be afraid to whisk it. If it thickens, that's okay. You want it to thicken. You don't want it to become too thick like a syrup, because then it won't coat the beans in their entirety. So that's about the consistency you'd like. So then what we do, once the beans are done, we're going to put them into a bowl, put our dressing over the beans, coat them, and you might want to actually put them in the fridge perhaps for a ½ an hour, get a little chill on them. It just really brings out the crispiness and the flavor. So very simple bean dish, great dish for fish, for beef, for pork, particularly for chicken. And I hope you enjoy. We are going to show you the finished dish of the bean salad that we prepared earlier. Just to remind you, sauteed beans. In this case, it's yellow beans, but it could be green beans or whatever you prefer. If you go to the farmer's market, you actually might find some Japanese purple beans, which are just outstanding. And we're going to dress them with an olive oil, balsamic, and Dijon mustard dressing. So let me move over to the stove. These are our green beans. Again, you don't want them to get too soft. Just going to transfer them essentially to a mixing bowl. Make sure you get all those beans and garlic in there. Remember, we crushed some garlic in there as well. You want to make sure you get that. And then basically all I'm going to do, I'm going to give our dressing another whisk just to make sure the oil hasn't separated. Oh, that looks so fantastic. I'm going to pour it over our dressing, our beans, excuse me. Make sure to get the dressing that is sticking to the bowl. That's where the good stuff sits. And then basically we are just going to mix it. And again, my suggestion is once you've done this, put them in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, let them take on a nice chill. So even on an evening where you're ordering in pizza, I think making a fresh bean salad would just be a great way to round out the meal. So I will put these in the refrigerator. And that is our bean salad. Thank you for watching and happy eating.